Welcome to Pathways. As an admin, you play the most important role in setting up your organization for success. Pathways gives you more transparency, more certainty, and ultimately more value from every contract. The way you initially set up Pathways will determine how much value you and your team create. It will impact the quality of your contracts and agreements, how you manage costs, and how you manage risks. The library is the foundation of Pathways, and it's where your best practices live. Think of it like a playbook. Every pathway template in your library becomes a repeatable process that saves time, reduces mistakes, and scales with your business. Getting your library right early is the single best way to maximize value from Pathways. You don't need to build the perfect library from the beginning. The most effective approach is to establish a clear structure, then refine it over time. We recommend building your library in 3 steps. The first is create the process, capture the pathway template, defining the sequence of steps and activities you know your team should follow. The second is to decide what to measure, add the pathway summary, which is what you will be able to report on across pathways. Finally, capture the right information. Add forms to structure the data you'll collect from your team along the way. This order matters. When you start with the process first, you give everyone clarity. Then by layering on reporting and data capture, you ensure the system serves both your team and your leadership. Each of these steps will be covered in more detail in other videos, so you'll have practical guidance as you go. So as an admin, your first priority is to shape your library. Start small, pick 1 or 2 core contract processes your team runs often. Capture those as pathway templates, then build from there. And remember, iterate early. Each pathway you create is based on the template as it exists at that moment. If you improve a template later, those improvements will apply to new pathways, but they won't flow back into ones already in progress. That's why shaping your library from the start and continuing to refine it is the best way to get maximum value from Pathways. We're excited to see the pathways you build, and we're here to support you every step of the way. For more information, go to www.pathwaysdigital.io or our YouTube channel to find out more.